Hello everybody, it's the Saints man, the small van courier driver on the CX. It's Tuesday 17th and it's 3:25. I'm in Bristol. I'm waiting for COVID samples I can pick up at 10 to 4 to go to Slough now. I used to take everything to Aylesbury, but since I've come back off holiday, apparently everything goes to Slough, which is a real pain because Slough is a little bit too far away. It's 70 miles from home, whereas Aylesbury was 30, 34, something like that, 33. It wasn't far, it's about half the distance. But hey, this is the Monday and Tuesday after holiday. Had a great holiday last week on the Broads. We actually got home late Friday night. We got the boat back to the mooring where it's moored in Brundle near Norwich. And cleaned it all down, got it all ready for Simon. Next one, it was on it Saturday, and we're 2 hours away, so it was easier travelling Friday night than it is Saturday morning. A lot of holiday traffic, and we left. It took us 2 hours to get to Northampton. So holiday over, and back on the CX, back on the driving, back in Sill of the Citroen. So starting Monday. Well, first of all, I put all my kit back in the van. I took a lot of kit out of the van. I don't like leaving me. I'd left the van on my drive because we went in the L-brand. So starting Monday, put all the kit back in the van Sunday night, and me tramping gear, sleep, all that rubbish. And yeah, very slow. I was awake. I've got a routine. If I haven't got a job, I will set my alarm for 7. I get up, put the kettle on, shower, shave, get some breakfast, normally porridge. Put the feed on first, CX feed. Have a quick look. There's never nothing normally that rocks up that early, but if you're up and ready, you've got a chance of getting it. And there's a lot of drivers in Northampton. They just don't start coming on the CX till sort of 8, half 8, 9 o'clock. Well, if there's a job at 8 o'clock, you've got less people to bid and get it off you. But nothing happened Monday, very quiet. My wife was off Monday, she didn't start work till Tuesday, so she had a bit of a lay-in. And I sat and waited, and I had a nice cup of tea, and my porridge. Quoted on a couple of jobs. There was one there which I thought I might get, but I didn't. And then I quoted on one, there was one on there, Northampton to Cambridge, and it was pick up 10:30, 10:10. It come on the CX about 9:15, and it was pick up 10:15. And it's a ship I worked for quite a bit, so I phoned up, even though it said e-quote. I phoned anyway. Perhaps I shouldn't. You shouldn't, but he was quite happy. He seemed happy enough, and put a quote in, and I did. It's one small box going to a residential address in Cambridge. So did that, got me going, got me back on the road. Just nice to get out, really. I picked it up at about 10. Took it to Cambridge, £49. I always go a bit odd at the moment. I'm round numbers. I've gone, I don't know. It just looks 49 looks better than 50 anyway. And I'm putting odd numbers in. So anyway, drop that off. Thought I might struggle around Cambridge, but a job popped up from St Neots to Reading. I quoted on it. It was again from a residential address. It was going to a solicitor's right in the centre of Reading. 3 boxes of paperwork, and I quoted a 76 on that, and I think it was just under 100 mile. 76, and got it. Yeah, it was 110 mile getting to St Neots as well. But Reading's a good area, so I quite fancied going to Reading. This was Monday, so I got to Reading, and I was looking, I thought, still thinking COVID would be going to Aylesbury, because I didn't know then. I thought, that's alright, I'll be getting a Reading to Aylesbury, or something Marlow, or Maidenhead to, I'll pick one up, I'm sure I will. And there was the courier that does the ones to Aylesbury, they were all to Slough. There was a lot on there, a few, Reading to Slough, I thought, and it was pick up 10 to 4, which is at 4 o'clock. I'm like, so what's happened to Aylesbury? I thought, oh well. I thought, do I want to go to Slough? What am I going to get from Slough? I thought it was a really good area, but This is going to be now talking, it's only 20 odd miles. Can't think how far it was, it wasn't far, but I quoted 30 quid. It was 22 miles. But I thought, no, I quoted 30 quid and got it. I thought, well, I'll go to Slough and see what's about. And I literally dropped the stuff off. You drop it at one of these green pods. So it's not Aylesbury, it's Slough. I don't know whether they're on holiday or whether they've just lost the contract to go to Aylesbury. It's going to Slough, I don't know. So I dropped it in Slough in a massive car park, Regis, one of these Regis buildings car parks. So I sat there, thought, well, I'll have a look at the feed. And the odd job was popping up here and there. I thought, I want some at Midlands or home or long distance or something that's either going to keep me out. On that day, I'd done £155, which is okay, but I'm 70 miles from home. Anyway, the job came up. One came up from not far away, about 8 miles away, going to Chester, deliver the next morning, 9 o'clock. I thought, like that. I quoted quite cheap, what I thought was quite cheap. Never got it. Unsuccessful, virtually straight away, gone. I thought, alright. I thought, okay. Another one popped up, and it was going to Coventry the next morning for 8:30, which again, ideal. I'm going up to Northampton, straight home, food and everything, and then I can go to Coventry, great area, Coventry, 8:30. So I quoted, I thought, right, I'll quote right, I really compelled, I thought this is a take it price so I can get home, so I'm not going home. Didn't even get it, didn't get a look in. I'm like, something's, I lost my touch. Couldn't quite work out why. I quoted about 60p. I don't even think it was 60p, might have been 58p, something like that. And I didn't get it. So then I looked who was nearby, which I probably shouldn't start with. Wow. Who was nearby? Who wasn't nearby? Because all the small vans are going to Slough. And whereas Aylesbury, they was dispersing, going back to where they come from. They weren't hanging around Aylesbury, because nothing happens much in Aylesbury. There must have been 12 vans parked in the Slough area. I was like, Jesus, these guys are all, and they're all green, all available. I'm like, it's because everyone's coming to Slough. They all want a job. I thought, Plan B's got to come in here. Listen, you ain't going to get a job out of here unless you're going to do it for nothing. So I worked out the money. I thought, well, I got really good money on the taking it to Slough from Reading, more than that 130 mile. I worked out my mileage that if I drove home, which is 70 miles, I'm still going to have all right mileage, just under 60p, 58ish, 57, 58. I thought I'm going to drive home. Anyhow, I didn't. I waited around a bit. I got some fuel, found UK fuels, waited around a bit. Then I look at the feed on my laptop to see what was about in Northampton. And I thought, I'll see what's in Northampton, see if there's anything I can book in for tomorrow. And there was nothing really going in Northampton that time. So this was, I don't know, about 5 o'clock, 5:15. I thought, I'm just going to start trundling home and keep the feed on my phone and see if something pops up on the way home to pick a job up. Because I ain't going to get nothing around here, not for the money I really want. And I don't think I quote that high, but I thought there's nothing going to come around here. People are just quoting rubbish. I don't want to go into London. So I trundled around, got on the 25 by Heathrow. Traffic horrendous. It sort of moved, it didn't, Anyway, I got as far, just short of the M1, between 20 and 21, and it stopped. And I got my feed on for Northampton. And a job popped up, Northampton, for the next morning. Pick up between 7 and 8 at night, deliver the next morning to Bristol with 2 stops, Cheltenham and Cardiff. So, and I know the shipper quite well. His mum don't live far from where I live, apparently, he told me last time I worked for him. Really nice bloke. So I thought, I can get back to Northampton. It was NN4, I thought it's only about 3 miles from where I live. So I phoned up, put a quote in, good quote, phoned up, he knew who it was, and he said, yep, he says, David, what time can you get here? I said, well, and by then I was moving, I was on the M1, That says about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. He said, that's brilliant. I said, I'll be there about 10 past 7, which he was happy with. He says, yeah. So I pulled in there. It's 3 drops, department stores. I've done work for these before, but they're okay. It's good work for the next day. So that was Monday, done. I've got a load on the back. I'm sorted for the next morning. I've got to be in Cheltenham. I've got to be no later than 2 o'clock, Bristol. Cheltenham, you can get there as early as you can. Cardiff as well. So I left home this morning. That was Monday done. I did 155 pounds for 270 miles. So not too shabby. Worked out about 58p, something like that, I can't remember now. And then today I've left the house at 6:45. Yeah, it's 7:15. I was in Cheltenham for 8:30. I went, and the mileage he gave me was motorways. I went across country. I know a real nice little B road through the Cotswolds, beautiful. And because of that, early I got out of Northampton, got past Brackley. You turn off in Brackley, and yeah, it's just nice roads, nice biking roads. I know the road. And yeah, trundled down, Stow on the Wold, lovely. Got to Cheltenham Upper State, loading bay, found it straight away. Sometimes you can't find loading bays of these retail places, but did. Yep, they were there waiting. They took it straight away. Straight out of Cardiff from Cheltenham, which was a 70 odd mile, something like that. Just under 70 miles, I think. Stopped off halfway, got to coffee at the services, just a quick coffee and toilet stop. Then Cardiff, yep, in there, massive retail store. And it's never, the delivery point's always around the back or in it's always never quite near, but found that as well. And yeah, they took it. They shared a loading bay, so you have to phone up and then they come down. And then from Cardiff to Bristol. Bristol one's on Cribbs Causeway, which is a huge retail and business area, massive. They've got everything there, it's all sorts, it's over such a big area. Right by you can hear it probably now. There's the M5 rattling away, because I'm parked at a Regis pod in a business park right near it. So done that, and I was tipped by 11:45. So it took me 5 hours. I got £139 for that, which not bad. Just under 5 hours. 7:15, 8:45, 9, 10, 11, yeah, 5 hours. And done. So I got £139 in the bank, and it's 11:45. So now I'm in Bristol. Fantastic area. Always do quite well out of Bristol. And I've noticed on there that already there's couriers. There's one there going to Slough. It's COVID. Pick up 10 to 4 from Bristol. And it was 90 miles. Yeah, 90 miles. And I thought, I can't wait around here 4 hours. So I didn't do nothing with it. I went and got some fuel again. Went to Morrison's, which was half a mile down the road. Got some fuel. Had some lunch. When I got some lunch, the old three quid deal. I think Morrison's is the best £3 deal out of all of these ones. Triple chicken sandwich. I'm trying to lose a bit of this. Triple chicken sandwich. I have one of these like granola with dried fruit and a Greek yogurt. Twist it and yeah. And a Lucasade. I don't drink the Lucasade. My missus has it. I take it home. I can't stand the stuff, but she gets it. I drink water. So water, tea, and coffee. So that was all good. So then I'm thinking, what do I do? And there was nothing popping up. There was nothing going where I wanted to go. I was thinking, well, get back to the Midlands. I'll go anywhere really. There's perhaps night out tonight, but I've got that in the bank. I can be a bit picky. But it just kept nagging that it was there, and it was 90 miles. I thought, do you know what? So I quoted 89 quid on it. And I thought, yeah, I'll quote it. £1 a mile. She's not going to go for that. She did. She phoned me up and says, Dave, I'll book that into you. I went, okay. So that's 10 to 4 pickup, and it's like 1 o'clock. I thought, geez, I've got 2.5 hours. I thought I'll sit around, and then within about an hour, half an hour, there was one to Coventry, which is 30 miles from where I live. I should have waited. One at Coventry, one at Loughborough, one to Devon, which I might have took. But then there was a Bristol to Bristol, and it was literally 4 miles. but the pickup was 8 miles away, the other side of Bristol. 4 miles, 12 miles all in, and then I come back to where I am now, and it was looked at about 17 miles all in. So I quoted 25 quid and got it. So I've done a little job, which I've fitted in quite comfortably. It took me about 45 minutes. It was a pallet of tiles, residential address, picked up from a tile place in Bristol on a pallet, and delivered it to a residential address where there was 2 kitchen and bathroom fitters waiting for tiles. And remember what Van on the Run said? Good tip, cheers for Van on the Run. You take the pallet, you take the wrapping. I helped him unload it. It was 250 kilos. I helped him unload it as well. I thought I'll show a bit of, I won't just stand there and watch him. So I shifted them though. So I says, you do know guys that I'm independent courier. I don't work for the tile company, the pallet and that. And he says, yeah, just put it over there with the rubbish, mate. That's all going. He said, we'll get that sorted. So good for the Van on the Run. They were really good about it. And that's where I am now. So I've come back to here, parked up, and I've got a trip to Slough. So I'll still be 70 miles from home, and I've got 90 miles to do from here. And on my sat nav, it's right by the M5 and 4 junction. So as long as I get a good run, it's going to take me an hour and a half, which is 5:30. And I think the job that I did today, the first job out in Northampton, he's phoned me to say he might have something for tomorrow. Again, pick up tonight. And he's going to phone me about 5. He says he might have Cardiff again, and he said I want to get something else with it. He don't like sending just a couple of bottles. He likes to make a job of it, which suits me. So I'll see. By the time I get to Slough, he'll be either phone me or he won't. But today I've done 139 on the first job, 25 quid for the 45-minute job, which is absolutely easy. I was only sitting there doing nothing anyway. And then 89 quid going to Slough. So I'm up to 94 and 14, 253. Is that right? 253, which is a good day. So yesterday was 155, so that's me 200 a day I've averaged. So I've got there. And the mileage I've done, especially this job, 25 quid job, I should have no problem with the mileage getting out, even if I drive the 70 odd miles, because I've got good mileage going down to Cheltenham, Cardiff, Bristol, good pence per mile, and I've got good mileage on the last job, so I can drive home and I'll still be pence per mile, I'll still be in the 60s, 65ish. Good, but it's good to be back. The rugby starts soon. I know the football started, but I'm not a football fan. Too many prima donnas. So the rugby starts in a few weeks. It's about 3 or 4 weeks. British Lions, gutted. I was gutted. They should have won that. Mind you, Cobus Reinach, the scrum half for South Africa, is an ex-Saints boy, and he's really good. He's loved at the Saints. He was a legend. He's playing in France now, but nice to see him. Yeah, gutted. I say, I had a great holiday. Weather's changed a bit. It's not so nice now, and also I noticed this morning when I left, it was not. I got up. What time did I get up this morning? 6:10, and it was still it wasn't light. It was semi-light. So we're getting the end of August, September. The nights are dropping. It'll be a bit cold sleeping in a van, but has to be done. Anyway, hope you're all making money. If you can like, subscribe, whatever. If you've got any comments, I will try and answer them. But I'll do one now. It's alright, it's a car just turned up for COVID. I'll do the next one on Friday for the weekend. Let you know how I get on rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Take care.